Hi. uh, Class diagrams. So this is I'm going to explain about class diagrams. UML class diagrams, creation of UML class diagrams using Visio. So you will get the full-length video from the following URL: aspnetlight.com tutorials v1.aspx. So using this demo you get to know how to create class diagrams, and we are going to discuss about three important relations: association, composition, and aggregation. So when you create a class diagrams in your application, what scenario you have to follow in order to create class diagrams? So how to establish a relationship between class diagrams, classes. So that is the main aspects we are going to discuss in this. Okay, next, objectives. So the main objectives of this demo are meaning what is UML is a basic question, and about diagrams, UML diagrams, and all those in diagrams we are going to specific type is class diagrams. So what is UML? As you are aware, I guess, UML is nothing but a unified modeling language. It's a language for visualizing, constructing, and documenting the artifacts of software systems. So for a business purpose, or for other non-software systems, or for a customer perspective, or a developer perspective, UML diagrams gives you a very nice visualizing architecture of your project. So UML uses graphical notations to express the design of software projects, and modeling is necessary for readability and reuse of system. So UML diagrams. So there are 9 types of UML diagrams defined in software system, but we are going to discuss about only class diagrams. So each UML diagram designed for a different purposes. So for use case diagrams, activity diagrams, sequence diagrams, and other so many 9 types of models are there. So each model is defined for different purposes. So for most of the developers or architects should get to know the about the class diagrams. So what is class diagram? Class diagrams are model classes structure contents using design elements such as classes, packages, and objects. So we define the attributes, operations in a class diagram, and also we establish the relationships between the classes, and we establish the dependency between the classes. We will give you a better idea to the end user or a customer or a developer, whomever it may be, by creating the class diagrams. At one look you will get the total architecture of your class diagrams. So if you come to know about class diagrams, you should know about relations between classes. In class diagrams there are some relations has been defined. If you should know the main important 3 relations are association and aggregation and composition. So association nothing but is the relation, is a normal relation between two classes. A simple relation. There is so it specifies that specifies the users that are coders that there is a relationship between classes. Aggregation is a dependency. When we come to aggregation, there is a dependency between the classes. So if you an association is which one class represents a larger thing which consists of smaller things is called aggregation relation. So we can clearly say the part of the other class owns the main class is called the aggregation. So there is a dependency between classes is called the aggregation. Composite means full dependency, strong dependency between classes is called the composition, and we can say it's a strong form of aggregation. So one class is destroyed, the other class object which is dependent on this class also will be destroyed. This is called strong aggregation. This is strong relationship between the classes. We define the strong relationship using composite relationship. For example, if you say if there is a window and frame, so if there is no window, there is no need to have frame on the wall, something like it. There is a room, there should be a wall. There is a strong dependency we call composite. If you go to aggregation, there is a dependency is there, but this is not dependency. So if your main class is destroyed, the dependency object may destroy or may not destroyed. So the destroyed class has the container of the dependency object. Otherwise, as well as other classes also may have container of other dependency class. So aggregation is a strong dependency and relationship, but there is not a strong dependency on between classes. Now I'm going to show you a real scenario where you can establish a relationship between classes using association, composition, aggregation. So I'm going to show you the reverse engineering using the already defined classes. So it will be useful to you in real-time scenario. So let's delete it. This is association relationship. In association relationship, we can see two classes. One is customer, and the other one is ATM system. Customer has the reference of a ATM system class. So if your customer wants to get the money from the ATM system, he should have to create a reference for that ATM class. Similarly, ATM class should authenticate the user. This is the reference to the customer class. There is a relationship between these two classes, what we call the association relationship. If you come to aggregation, I have defined 4 classes: car root and power generator. This is the root classes. Close it. So other 2 classes are there. Those are engine and wheel. So engine and wheel are dependent classes, and if you see car requires the engine in order to run successful on road, as well as it requires wheels, right? So similarly, power generator, in order to generate the power, this needs the engine. I mean, think that the engine object is a generic object. It can be served to power generator machine as well as car class. So these 2 are dependent. So if you destroy the car root, still power generator uses this engine class. So it's not destroyed here. See what we call aggregation relationship. Similarly, wheels, we can use that wheel somewhere else. So this is the aggregation relationship. If you come to composition, take a example of human being. So there is a person, he has legs, has hands, eyes, everything. If the person is destroyed, if person is dead, automatically hand and leg properties will be destroyed. This is what we call composition, a strong form of aggregation relationship. So there is a strong dependency.Ese 2 objects, hand and legs, has the strong dependency on person class. This is what we call composition relationship. Now we are going to see the creation of UML diagrams using this project. So already we created project. We are going to apply the reverse engineering property. Using reverse engineering process, we are going to create a UML. If you in your system, if you have Visio software, automatically you can see there is a property called Visio UML on your Visual Studio.NET project under project menu. So just click reverse engineer, and it is going to ask you a file name and where you have to save, and give a name and save it. It's saved, and automatically Visio will be opened, bring up, and you can see that packages here. It's wonder, it's simple. So you have implemented, developed a project, class library, and there is three projects class libraries like aggregation, association, composition. You build the project and use the UML reverse engineering automatically. You can see those packages here: aggregation, association, and relationship. Now using Visio, how you uh, establish a relationship between classes. Now we're going to see. Just drag a customer class, ATM class,